if it is going to be a successful breeding season. Well, at least he's trying to impress her. That's nice. How impressive has the weather been? Very, by the looks of it.
Gorgeous all weekend, and I think we really have been spoiled by the lovely, dry,
Beautiful.
sunny conditions. So today has felt a bit different, but high pressure is coming back in charge
Wonderful.
very soon. So more of the same to come, really. Yes, good evening, everybody. These are the scenes across much of the country today. We have seen blue skies and sunshine, especially in more southern spots. But as the day progresses from the north, cloud has been thickening, and especially this evening, we've seen showers continuing to work their way southwards, most of them tending to become confined to the northeast throughout the first part of tonight. And as we can see, they will be with us for a wee while yet before fizzling out. On the west coast, it will be dry, and here skies will clear. But from the east, we do have a northeasterly breeze continuing to feed in low cloud there. But for all, definitely not a cold night to come. Lows generally of 6 or 7 Celsius with light variable winds. First thing tomorrow, therefore, in the west, we'll see the best of the sunshine, particularly across the northwest and even for the Western Isles. But elsewhere, could be a wee bit misty and murky. For most, that will clear westwards, but as we can see for the Northern Isles, staying rather unsettled grey there, especially for Shetland, and feeling cool. And we do have quite a contrast in temperatures tomorrow between the Northern Isles, also parts of the northeast along the coast and the Western Isles. The best of the sunshine likely to be across central, southern and even parts of the Highlands. Again, temperatures peaking at 18, 19 Celsius, and with light winds, it is going to feel warm if you're in the sunshine, but noticeably cooler in the Isles where that cloud is going to linger. But high pressure very much coming back into charge. It will be dry across tomorrow night, and as we move through the next few days, we see we do still have that mild airflow. So a dry, settled start to Wednesday. Could be some low cloud, mist and fog initially, but that will thin, it will break, and for much of the country, fine with plenty of sunshine. Just the chance of the northwest Highlands and the Western Isles seeing some lingering cloud, but more in the way of temperatures peaking, particularly in the west, 18 to 21 Celsius. But again, for the Isles, especially for the Northern Isles and the northeast coast where we have that sea breeze, still feeling noticeably chillier. Towards the end of the week, high pressure will move away eastwards, and that will allow a series of weather fronts to push in from the south. So it is going to be unsettled. Yes, we will still have some sunshine, but more in the way of cloud, a good few showers, and it is going to feel that wee bit cooler, but still average for this time of year. That's forecast.
Thank you, Joy.
Right, let's see how the weather is looking. Joy is here, and it's been quite nice.
It has.
Hasn't it? It's been quite warm.
It's been warm over the weekend. We definitely were spoiled with the
Yes, we
sunshine.
were.
It was beautiful for a few days. Today, maybe not quite as nice, but spoiler alert, high pressure is building once more, so more of the same to come.
Good.
But quickly, we'll have a wee look at today. These mixed skies were more the picture. We did have cloud, especially from the north, but also proof there was some sunshine and blue skies as well. And this is the reason for that. We very much do have high pressure in charge. This high pressure is going to be with us for the next few days, so dry, settled conditions to come, still in this milder airflow. As we move towards this weekend, though, we'll see high pressure clearing to the east. That will allow systems to move in from the south, so feeling a wee bit more settled throughout this weekend. Tonight, initially, the odd shower, particularly in more eastern spots, but they will quite quickly fade. And from the west, as we can see, clear skies developing here. The east, however, where there is a wee bit more of a sea breeze, that will continue to feed in clouds. So quite a cloudy start to tomorrow in more eastern spots. But as we can see, for all, it is going to be mild with light winds, and definitely the west seeing the best of the early brightness. For the likes of the Northern Isles and much of the far north and the east coast, it is going to be an overcast start. As I was saying, not a cold one though, with generally light winds. More western spots, especially the northwest, seeing plenty of early brightness and sunshine. As the day progresses, however, that cloud in the east will very slowly work its way westwards, and that will allow more in the way of brighter conditions to develop in more eastern spots. There could be the odd spot of light rain and drizzle, but especially in the best of the sunshine, still feeling warm thanks to those light and varied winds, highs of 19 Celsius. Moving into Wednesday too, high pressure very much still with us. So a chillier night to come. Initially, there will be the odd spot of light rain, potentially some mist and drizzle, but as we can see very quickly, that will clear. It will be fine, it will be sunny across the board. Just the chance of the Western Isles and the far northwest seeing some lingering cloud. More on the way of sunshine does mean it will be warmer. The best of that likely for the likes of Le Havre, where we could see highs of 21 Celsius. And that high pressure sticking on for a day or so, but as I was saying earlier, by the time we reach the weekend, it is going to turn more unsettled. Thursday, though, a dry start. Quite quickly, any patches of mist and fog lifting. Much more in the way of widespread sunshine. Still a contrast in temperatures between the Northern Isles and the coast where it will be cool, but elsewhere, more in the way of sun, does mean widely we're seeing temperatures peaking at 20 Celsius. This weekend, though, that wee bit more unsettled. Fish forecast.
Thanks very much, Joy. Gosh, temperatures into the 20s.
We'll take
what
it.
about that? Thank you very much. And now Joy's here with the weather.
Hello, good evening. Well, today has drawn to a close on a largely dry, settled note with the clear skies and the most beautiful sunsets to be seen in the west. Now, overnight we'll see further cloud pushing in from the east, and just for the odd place we could have the odd spot of light rain or drizzle, but actually, particularly in more western spots, dry till morning under the clearest of skies. Definitely not a cold night to come across the board with light variable winds. So first thing tomorrow, the best of the early brightness will be found in the west, especially the northwest. Elsewhere, rather cloudy, and that cloud will tend to quite quickly work its way westwards, thinning and breaking as it does so. More in the way of widespread sunshine developing as the day progresses across the mainland, at least. Highs of 19 Celsius, but from the North Sea coast and the Northern Isles in particular, it is going to feel cool and stay rather overcast throughout the day. Dry night, thanks to high pressure still being with us. So Wednesday again dawns on a dry, settled note. We will also have some early mist and fog, but that will thin and break. Much more in the way of widespread sunshine to be enjoyed on Wednesday. Just the chance of some lingering low cloud in the Western Isles and the far northwest, but particularly in the west, highs peaking at 21, but we do still have that contrast within the Isles and also the North Sea coast. This weekend, however, high pressure will clear to the east, so it is going to be more unsettled. We'll see more in the way of cloud, a few showers, but also some limited brightness. That's your forecast.
Thanks very much.